Notice how when you try to improve, your boys call you cringe? When you stop drinking, they say you're boring? That's not friendship, that's crabs pulling you back into the bucket, and you're letting them because you're more afraid of being alone than being mediocre. Today, that ends. You decided to hit the gym at 6 a.m. You post about it once, just documenting your journey, and your group chat explodes. Bro thinks he's Andrew Tate. We got a gym bro now. They laugh. You laugh it off. But something stings. Next weekend, they pressure you to skip your workout for day drinking. You cave. Because the alternative is sitting alone while they send stories without you. So you go. You drink. You scroll Instagram at 2 a.m. hating yourself. And the worst part? You're starting to believe maybe you are being too intense. Maybe discipline is cringe. Maybe they're right. Here's what nobody tells you about friendship. Most of your boys aren't rooting for you. They're protecting their ego. I've been exactly where you are. Lost a whole friend group when I stopped being the funny drunk guy. Hurt like hell. But now I'm surrounded by men who push me higher. That switch made everything possible. In the next 3 minutes, I'm giving you the 6-step friend audit system. This is how you identify who's pulling you down, survive the loneliness phase, and rebuild a circle that actually makes you stronger. This is uncomfortable. Do it anyway. 1. Recognize the crab bucket programming. You can't escape what you don't see. Right now, you think resistance is friendship. Crab bucket mentality is a psychological phenomenon where mediocre people sabotage anyone trying to leave their level. Your improvement threatens their self-image. If you can change it, means they're choosing not to. That's unbearable to the ego, so they attack. Write down every time someone mocked your improvement attempts this month. Notice the pattern. Jokes always come when you do something disciplined. Ask yourself, would a real ally mock my growth? Stay blind to this dynamic and you'll self-sabotage to keep the peace forever. Your real friends celebrate your discipline. Everyone else is just scared of being left behind. 2. Run the 3-question audit. You're wasting energy on people who drain you instead of elevate you. Social contagion research shows you become the average of your 5 closest contacts. Their habits, income, mindset, discipline levels literally transfer to you through proximity. For each friend, ask, do I feel better or worse about myself after hanging with them? Do they celebrate my wins or downplay them? If I become successful, would they be proud or resentful? Write names in 2 columns. Elevators versus anchors. Skip this audit and you'll still be in the same place 5 years from now wondering why nothing changed. Stop treating loyalty like a life sentence to mediocrity. 3. Accept temporary social poverty. Fear of loneliness is keeping you trapped. You need to reframe isolation as necessary, not tragic. Every major identity shift requires a cocoon phase, a period of social withdrawal where you rebuild yourself. Butterflies don't transform in a crowd, neither do you. This loneliness isn't failure. It's the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. Expect 3 to 6 months of fewer plans, quieter weekends, less validation. Reframe alone time as monk mode, not being left out. Use the silence to build. Read, train, create, execute. Tell yourself daily, I'm not lonely, I'm selective. Refuse this phase and you'll keep choosing shallow connection over deep transformation. Legends aren't built in group chats, they're built in solitude. 4. Distance without drama. You don't need to blow up friendships with confrontation. Strategic distance works better. Direct confrontation triggers defensiveness and ego protection. Gradual distancing allows natural drift without creating enemies or burning bridges. People accept what happens slowly but resist sudden change. Stop initiating plans with anchor friends. Respond slower to group chats, hours not minutes. Say I can't make it without over-explaining. No essays about your goals. When they ask what's up, just focused on some personal stuff right now. Try to explain yourself and you'll get pulled into debates where they convince you you're overreacting. You don't owe anyone access to your evolution. 5. Find your new tribe intentionally. You can't just remove people. You need to strategically add higher-level connections. Identity-based community formation works through shared values and goals, not just proximity. When you surround yourself with people living your target identity, you unconsciously adopt their standards, language, and behaviors. Join one in-person group aligned with your goals. Jogga gym, business meetup, lifting crew. Engage in online communities where discipline is normalized. Initiate with people one level ahead of you. Ask questions. Offer value. Stay humble. Quality over quantity. 2 to 3 real connections beats 20 shallow ones. Isolate completely without replacing the circle and you'll relapse back to old friends out of desperation. Build your circle like a team. Draft for performance, not nostalgia. 6. Become the standard. Eventually, you need to be the one others want to level up to reach. Flip from escaping crabs to being the lighthouse. Leadership through modeling creates upward social pressure. When you embody discipline so consistently that it's undeniable, you naturally attract higher caliber people and repel crabs. Your presence becomes a filter. Document your progress publicly but sparingly. Results, not routines. When new people enter your life, set the tone. Early workouts. No excuse consistency. Direct communication. Give value freely to those moving in your direction. Never apologize for your standards. Stay at everyone else's level trying to fit in, and you'll never build anything worth protecting. Stop asking permission to be great. Just be undeniable. These aren't just friendship tips. This is how you build yourself into someone who refuses mediocrity in every area, including who gets access to your time and energy. Most people die surrounded by the same crabs they started with. You're not most people. You're the one who climbed out. You're the one who chose temporary loneliness over permanent weakness. That's not isolation. That's evolution. Comment "I'm out" if you're ready to leave the bucket. Subscribe if you're serious about building a life your old friends won't recognize. This channel is for the ones who choose growth over comfort. New video every week. Let's build.